This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Welcome to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. This is the 3rd division game between Brennus and Frederick in the 4th round of fixtures. Brennus is number 4 in the league with 4 points. A win and 2 draws means he is undefeated so far. Frederick is number 13 with 2 points. 2 draws, 1 loss. Thus, he has not yet won a game. Both leaders have played against Montezuma. Frederick lost in the first round and Brennus drew in the last and 3rd round of fixtures. The starting position of Brennus is all the way to the west. Let's get you the resource bubbles on so we see. On the minimap you see is all the southwestern part of a A-shaped continent, almost. He has crab, there is stone, there are cows, some coal, and we also see another cow up here. He has some room to expand up here, but he's going to get competition from Frederick, who starts over here with a lot more land to his name. There is a lot more green coast as well. He starts with copper, with spices, with wheat and some cows. They have access to this continent and that little mini continent down here and this little island. They are probably not going to get up to this juicy island continent up in the northeast until after astronomy, so it's going to be interesting to see who can get there first. We are ready to start the game. Off we go. Brennus versus Frederick. Brennus undefeated, Frederick winless. Of course this is going to end in a Frederick victory, isn't it? Frederick with 2 cities while Brennus only has 1. There we have 2-2 and Frederick is up to 3 cities. 80 turns. Frederick is not particularly happy with Brennus even though they are in the same religion. 4 cities Frederick, 2 to Brennus, 3 to Brennus now, coming up on turn 115 pretty soon, 5-3, I think it was 5 Frederick cities at 1 AD, 6 now, and Frederick is cautious towards Brennus. They have not yet touched their borders, they started pretty far from each other, but both of them are going to that little small continent in the south. Just south of the main continent. Nobody has gone all the way up north, but Brennus is on his way up there now, both on currency, turn 160, which is 1000 AD, 10 German cities, 11 German cities, Brennus on 7, and Brennus is a little bit weaker than Frederick actually, and Brennus is on alphabet, Frederick is going towards machinery, Brennus with code or laws, towards music next, 14 Frederick cities to 11 Brennus cities, and Frederick is on engineering, feudalism for Brennus, feudalism next for Frederick, and while Brennus is getting theology next, turn 202 is here, 16 cities Frederick, 12 to Brennus. They still haven't decided to go to war with each other, but Frederick is now on banking, Brennus on engineering, and they are running out of room for expansion. Brennus is going for compass then, the same Frederick. Frederick is on optics while Brennus takes guilds first, 16 cities to Frederick, 12 to Brennus, turn 225, 226. Frederick is only cautious, despite them both being in Buddhism. And let's see who can get to the new world first. Optics for Brennus now, education for Frederick, also education for Brennus, 16 cities to 12, liberalism for Frederick, and Frederick was first to lib. Let's see if he did indeed take astronomy with that, I don't know. Brennus has nationalism, going gunpowder, Frederick is going the economic route with corporations and stuff. But Frederick is having his cities out there. I think that was something, and Frederick has ended his golden age, okay, and there were spies on the scene. Let's see if Frederick can expand into the new world. He has some boats out there, but does he have a settler on one of those boats? I don't know. I don't think that Frederick took astronomy, because I think that he got it right now. I forgot to see. I was looking at the minimap. What did Frederick then get in Lib? At least he has steel now. Brennus unreplaceable parts though, but Frederick now with 2 cities founded, 3 cities founded, 19 to 12. So Frederick is in the new world, 20 to 12. He is building up a power base of cities in the new world, even though he is looking... it's not looking like he's going to war anytime soon. Brennus is going astronomy now with only 12 cities. He is in a hurry. Frederick 121. Brennus is only 0.6 the strength of Frederick, both going for democracy. 23 cities Frederick now, Brennus with 12. Frederick, he is the big dog in this game. He is a lot stronger than Brennus. He has almost twice the number of cities, but Brennus is expanding into the new world now with some cities up there, up to 15. Frederick is on Steam power. Frederick has 24 cities. Brennus getting the line right before he goes on to something else. Scientific method next for him, 24 cities to 17, favoring Frederick, and Frederick getting the steam power. Frederick is now annoyed with Brennus, but I don't see the war yet. 25 to 18 is the city count. Frederick on to railroads. Brennus is getting physics, and Brennus is putting down a city, and there we have the war. There we have the word turn 330 something. 19 cities Brennus, 26 cities Frederick, and Brennus is still only 0.6 times the stronger Frederick. Brennus now 17 cities. Brennus going for the military science. Frederick is trying to get combustion, 17 cities. Brennus 28. Frederick turn 340 is here. Brennus still 0.6 the strength of Frederick, and we have a peace treaty. Brennus going for liberalism. Frederick is getting combustion, 18 cities. Brennus 28 to Frederick, so Brennus didn't lose anything in that war at least. Communism for Frederick now. Turn 344. And it looks like, well, I don't think that this is going to stay peaceful for very long. Turn 347 and another city founded by Brennus, 19 cities to 29. This game is far from over. Brennus is going steel, and Frederick is slowly going towards assembly line. Maybe Frederick is upgrading troops or stuff. 29 cities. We have the next war, by the way. We do have war, 29 cities to 19, and Brennus going steam power. Frederick is going to get assembly line in a few turns. Turn 357, now Brennus is in a golden age, 19 cities to Frederick's 30, and now Brennus goes towards railroads. Brennus is getting assembly line now. Brennus is only half the strength of Frederick. Frederick is twice as strong, but he is not able to take out many Brennus cities, it seems. Going for fascism next. Frederick railroads for Brennus right now. Brennus down to 18 cities now. 18 cities, Frederick 31 to 18, and Brennus is getting towards assembly line. Frederick going electricity, turn 367. Frederick 31 cities, Brennus 18. Brennus still a lot weaker than Frederick. Frederick has not been able to quickly roll over Brennus though. Brennus still has 18 cities, which is a lot. 17 cities now. Brennus is down to 17 cities. Turn 373, 17 cities, and Frederick is on industrialism while Brennus getting assembly line. 17 cities left for Brennus. Turn 376. Will Frederick be able to get a win from this? I am not sure. Brennus is up to 18 cities again. I have to mention that both of these leaders, they have played 3 games. They have 2 draws each, which means that I am not convinced that Frederick is going to be able to capitalize on his advantage here. Turn 381. He is getting industrialism. Brennus is going for artillery though. Plastics next for Frederick. 33 cities for Frederick, 18 for Brennus. Frederick should try to get his domination win here now, but I am not sure. Yeah, he signs a peace treaty. Brennus with 17 cities. Frederick 35, turn 388. It's not long now until we have only 100 turns left until the time limit. 36 cities, Frederick 17, Brennus going for artillery, Frederick is on plastics. 395 there, yes. 36 to 17. The peace treaty is no longer in effect. It is cancelled, but we don't have no wars. Frederick, and yes, there is the next war. Frederick is going towards radio. Brennus is going towards rocketry. 17 cities left for Brennus. Turn 400. We have less than 100 turns left until the deadline. Brennus with 18 cities, and Frederick, can you get this domination, or will you just be too inefficient? You are twice as strong as Brennus. You should have made it count, but now Brennus is up to 19 cities again. Okay, down to 18. But it doesn't seem like Frederick is taking him out. But now Brennus is down to 0.4 the strength of Frederick. Down to 0.4 the strength. That could mean he lost a lot of units there. 18 cities Brennus, 36 Frederick. I'm taking a look at that power number. Brennus, it looks next to Frederick. It says 0.4 in those red numbers. 18 cities Brennus, turn 4, 14. If that 0.4 drops to 0.3 and 0.2, then it is dangerous for Brennus. But I don't think it will unless he loses a city or two. And now we have the peace treaty. Brennus down to 17 cities though. Frederick is going for radio. Brennus is going for combustion. Frederick is getting radio. And Brennus is 0.4 the strength of Frederick, which means that Frederick is 2.5 times as strong as Brennus, going towards mass media now. 37 cities to 17. We are at turn 421. I doubt that Frederick will reach space, so he need to take out Brennus for a domination. I don't think he has any other choice. He could try to go for culture, but I doubt that he is going to be able to do that. 2 cities revolted to join the Celtic Empire on the same turn, it seems, so Brennus is up to 19 cities. That is tough for Frederick, losing those cities due to culture. And we have the next war. Can he now take them back and more? Turn 429. 19 cities left for Brennus. Brennus 0.4 the strength of Frederick, and Brennus is defending himself into a point here, I think. Unless Frederick can do something. Less than 70 turns left, 17 cities left for Brennus now. Frederick on 37. Frederick's problems is that, or one problem is that he is signing peace treaties too often. He is very eager to accept peace. He should not accept peace, but he is, which means that I think that Brennus is going to hold this. It's only 64 turns left now, 17 cities for Brennus, and Frederick is not. He is not capable of taking Brennus out quickly enough, it seems. But now Brennus is down to 0.3 and down to 16 cities. Can Frederick do it still? Can he? 62 turns left. Brennus is down to 0.3, the strength of Frederick. This is the crossroads. If Frederick can continue the war and take another few cities now before Brennus gets industrialism. 16 cities left for Brennus. Frederick must push on right now. He cannot afford another peace treaty. Turn 442, 443. 16 cities left for Brennus. Frederick, you must take a few more, and you must take them now. 15 cities left for Brennus. How is the domination threshold looking for Frederick now? Is this enough? I don't think it is enough. I think he needs a few more. But now that he is about 3 times as strong as Brennus, Brennus is losing a few cities now. As long as Frederick does not sign peace, he can maybe do it. 15 cities left for Brennus, turn 448. Frederick, you are looking towards your first win if you can break through here. 39 cities going for refrigeration, but Brennus has 15 cities left. He is still a long way away from industrialism. Frederick has completed the Apollo program. Stop wasting your time on spaceship parts, Frederick. You have 48 turns left to break Brennus and to win domination. You are not going to reach space in time anyway. 47 turns left. Frederick, 15 cities left for Brennus. Frederick is researching satellites, but now Brennus is down to 0.2 the strength of Frederick, back up to 0.3 though. signifying Frederick maybe lost some units. But Brennus hasn't lost a city in forever. 15 cities left for Brennus. It's closing in on 42 turns left now. 43 turns right now. 42 now. And 14 cities for Brennus. 14 cities for Brennus. 14 cities. But Frederick probably needs to take out a few more to get over the domination threshold on land tiles. Let's see. Let's see if he can take a city with a lot of land tiles instead of just smaller cities along the coast. Frederick is going for composites. 14 cities left for Brennus, but it's only 38 turns left of the game. We are getting closer here. Will Frederick reach it? Will Frederick get over the domination threshold to win his first game of the season? 14 cities left for Brennus now. Or will Brennus defend into a point? This is exciting. Brennus still on 14 cities. Frederick now 40 cities. 41 for Frederick and he goes for computers. And 13 for Brennus. Still no domination though. Still no domination for Frederick Brennus with 13 cities and only 33 turns left, 32 turns left until the time deadline. Frederick, you must make another city, you must take another city, 13 cities for Brennus. And now Brennus is down to 12, and there it is. Yes, he did it. Frederick did it. First win of the season. He did take it in the end. Congratulations to Frederick. Domination 2051, turn 471. Whew, this was exciting. Frederick declared 4 wars this game. 4 of them were victory, 3 of them were wins, 1 was a stalemate. The final declaration of war was in 2008, turn 428. It lasted until 2051, turn 471, for 43 years and also 43 turns, until domination kicked in, turn 471. Also, Frederick incorporated 3 corporations in this game. Creative Constructions in 1939, that's turn 359, which is a world record. It's the earliest ever Creative Constructions in any game in the season. Standard Ethanol, turn 456, and Mining Inc. turn 466 are both later than the average, but still, it's a good thing that it got 3 corporations. Let's go take a look at the statistics for this game. Here we are. We see Frederick is better in score throughout the whole game almost. GNP, we see Frederick taking the lead around 1500, 1600 here. Manufacturing, they follow each other pretty evenly until the 1940 approximately, 1940-1950. Food, Frederick was above most of the game. Power, it was even until 1650-1700 here, and then Frederick took over. Culture was in the beginning Brennus that had the upper hand, but around 1750 something then Frederick took over also culture. Espionage was pretty even until very late in the game, like 2000 approximately, where Frederick took over there as well. Demographics then, Brennus' numbers on the left, Frederick's numbers on the right, ended up with 67 million population, Frederick, Brennus with 4.6 million, and the rest of the numbers you see. Very good food, by the way, for Frederick, over 1,000, that is a good amount of food. The cities and the wonders, we have to go bottom here to see the first wonders, 3 of them in the BC era, Great Wall, Stonehenge and the Oracle, and the rest you see when we go top. Also Mining Inc. is on the wonders list, by the way. The top 6 cities then, Berlin is number 1 of Frederick, Frankfurt number 2 and Hamburg number 3, and we see that Frederick has monopolized the top 6 cities list. He got all 6 of them. Statistics, we see that Brennus has built 21 cities, 3 religions founded, 2 golden ages, currently has 19 windmills, 8 forest preserves and 6 lumber mills. Total built in his cities, 19 granaries, 18 lighthouses, 16 forges, and we see the list goes down to Dry Dock 2. We go page down and we see the Forbidden Palace here as well. Taj Mahal was built by Brennus. National Epic, Parthenon, Oracle, Great Lighthouse, Statue of Zeus here, Stonehenge, and then a Hindu temple at the bottom. Okay. Top current units for Brennus then. 36 infantry, 9 workers and 6 anti-tanks, and 1 war elephant. He built 58 caravels, 35 workboats, and 30 riflemen, so a military unit that can actually fight in 3rd place only. Grenadier 28, down to 6 longbowmen. Let's go page down. And the last unit, a warrior. You killed 42 panzers, 23 cannons, 16 grenadiers and infantries, all the way down to 1 destroyer. Losses then for Brennus, 74 infantries, 52 frigates, 31 riflemen, 29 galleons and 28 caravels, and down to a settler. So let's look at Frederick's numbers. if this game updates. Come on. Come on. There we go. That took a while. Frederick, 33 cities built, 4 religions, 2 golden ages. Currently you have 94 windmills, 46 lumber mills and 41 farms, and you see the list. You built in all your cities 39 barracks, 36 granaries and 33 assembly plants. 7 castles is there, page down. And down to the wonders. Ironworks is here, that's the national wonder. Versailles, mining ink we see of course, page down. Creative constructions, standard ethanol, and then we see the Mausoleum of Masolos, which is a good wonder. We have the Great Wall, United Nations, he managed to build that one as well. Did get 1 academy, Hollywood, Rock and Roll, Broadway, Late Game Wonders, Statue of Liberty, Eiffel Tower, Kremlin, Colossus, Powder Minaret, Sistine Chapel is here, so we could have gone culture as well if we wanted. Hanging Gardens, Great Library, Pyramids, and the Apostolic Palace. Go top, and the current units for Frederick are 76 infantries, 64 panzers, 49 marines, down to 1 work boat. You built a total of 123 panzers, 63 workers, 61 marines, down to 8 spearmen there, and page down. And we see the list goes on all the way down to 2 great merchants, and we go page down again. And 1 great artist at the bottom. You killed 74 infantry, 52 frigates, 31 riflemen, all the way down to a Hindu missionary, and your losses confirmed to be 42 panzers, 23 cannons, 16 grenadiers and infantries, all the way down to 1 destroyer. So, congratulations with the first win for Frederick. Let's go take a look at the cities and the victory condition screen. As always, victory conditions. Frederick up to 74% exactly of the land area, just what he needed, 84% of the population. When it comes to culture, well, he was doing a little bit of culture as well, exactly here, 24,600, but he would not have reached it in time because Hamburg with 30,000 has 40 turns left, which is a lot more. Apollo program, built by Frederick, but he hasn't made any parts. And we see the Frederick built both the United Nations and the Apostolic Palace. Let's go exit and let's figure out how the cities look. Brennus's 12 cities are here. Population 13, Lutetia, Gergovia and Isca 10, and we see building units in all cities except for the top 2, a courthouse a turn away from completion in Lutetia, while Gergovia is going for the Apollo program, which would not have finished until after the deadline on turn 501. So not very smart move there. Let's see what Frederick is building in his cities. Changing over there, he has 42 cities by the way. Let's sort them by population and let's go all the way to the top. Frankfurt size 22 pops, Cologne 21, Wuppertal 19, Berlin, Halle an der Saale and Braunschweig 18. And as you can see over here we have some spaceship parts, we have also some units and a few buildings. The base food is very good, 50 in Frankfurt, 47 in Cologne. You will see probably that is the best, at least on page 1 of the cities. We see here the base commerce of 86 in Berlin, 71 is also here in Bremen, and 73 in Frankfurt, yes. 62 in Hamburg is good, of course. The production power in most of the cities. And production, a lot of production, more than 100 for all the spaceship parts builds. That is good. 120 also for an airship in Hamburg. 99 for the courthouse, maybe worth mentioning. Let's see, Erfurt, size 12 is the bottom one. Go bottom. 12 is here, Erfurt is here. So from Stuttgart and down is page 2. 2. We see also a very good 128 production city in Karlsruhe, building an SS casings. 72 productions, so yeah, some good numbers here. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. The final updated league table shows Brennus number 9 with 4 points and a plus minus 0 score turn difference. Frederick is up to 7th with 4 points and a positive 10 score turn difference. Next game up in a little bit is the game between the Gol and Tokugawa. I won't reveal anything that you don't already know when I say that the Gol is a huge favorite in that game, but let's go to it and see what happens, shall we? I will see you back then, I hope. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders League. Welcome back a little bit later.